My bowels had a sweet release. I could feel it everywhere. I had crap my pants.
Prison. She needs prison.
I kind of have OCD.
You mean obesity? Was that your bones?
Yes.
I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Hey girls. Welcome back to day 2 of LOL Cow Bus auditions, where we're all supposed to pretend this isn't heavily produced, loosely rehearsed, and entirely motivated by clicks. They say they're looking for someone to challenge Amber, but what they're actually auditioning for is a very specific role, loud enough to create drama, harmless enough not to threaten the narrative.
We need to talk about Sweet Tea for a second before we do this trial bullshit, okay?
Oh boy, okay.
My heart hurts, actually. And Sweet Tea was always super nice to me. She starts talking about how she was watching like a detractor, and the detractor said how in the beginning of Sweet Tea's farewell show, live stream, whatever, I was crying, and then at the end I was just like super hopeful, and that just shows that I'm a narcissist. Let me give you a 101 on BPD. We have rapid mood swings.
Just so everyone's caught up, yesterday, Sweet Tea watched how Amber talked about her, now that she's gone from Bus. Today she's here sharing her side. And given everything we know, I'm keeping a little skepticism in my pocket.
Sweet Tea, address ALR calling you a glazer today. I didn't see that part, but I mean...
Somebody messaged me and said something like Amber said something about me. Let me see if they said anything else.
They're saying that she called you a glazer.
She said Sweet Tea glazed me a lot.
I mean, do you feel like you glazed her all that much?
I feel like I'm pretty generous with a lot of people. I also did think she was a good person at heart, so I didn't want to be too hard on her. One thing I never really said as much as I probably should on Bus was I felt like really bad for Beck. Because like whenever we did the tier list or something, she ranked her super low and said she was lazy. And this was a woman that like took care of her for months and months and months while she was bedridden. And I was thinking, oh my god.
Technisms with the 2 said ALR made Sweet Tea her next Rarity. She replaced you day 1.
When I was watching back that episode, and I was watching a couple of the reaction channels talk about it, it's funny because Amberlynn was crying at first, and then she was like happy in the middle, trying to like say that was her show and everything by the end, and getting excited for the future. I don't even think she can help it. I think it's like something in her head, you know?
It's called performative by nature.
You can be that way just by nature? Like a narcissist? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
She can flip on a dime, dude. She flips on a fucking dime. That gets... I don't notice it when I'm there, but once I rewatch it, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, she is a good actor.
You know what?
Cry on command? That's hard.
I can't do that.
So Sweet Tea, that does not make me a narcissist. That makes me human. So I just had to say that.
Fair enough. You know, there was a common thing whenever Sweet Tea was here, like, you know, because she does watch a lot of reaction channels, and a lot of people felt like she knew a lot more about you than she let on, but she just kind of played the role. And I don't know if that's true or not. She's known Sweet Tea for a month. Like, she was upset that Sweet Tea left, I'm sure, but like, you gotta, like, we can't just be crying every day that Sweet Tea's not here. We gotta move on. You cannot kick Amber for $50. No, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I just have like the normal stuff about you, right? Like, because I came in during the young, dumb honey bun era. I came in with her because
we want to talk about a narcissist.
Welcome
She's
to Cash Cow.
narcissist.
Anxious of you.
This audition takes a hard left when the woman shares a deeply personal story about her mother, who passed away at 52. She explains that her mom struggled with weight, resembled Amber, and hoped Amber would do better, almost as a proxy for her own journey. Amber's response? A flat, "I'm not your mom," with no attempt to engage at all.
Maybe I have a little bit of mommy issues. In fact, I know I do, because you remind me a lot of my mom, because my mom was also overweight. I know, hear me out. My mom was also overweight. And growing up with that and seeing how she struggled, you kind of portray a lot of the same things like her. So I was like, oh, if I can see this girl get better and do the things my mom was trying to do, it'll be like, I'm healed through this girl for my mom, because my mom actually passed due to her weight recently. Girl, she was only 52 and she died because of her weight, you know? Like, I wanted to see you get better. So in a way, I could have seen like my mom get better. But every time you don't do better, every time you get worse, it's like my mom hurting me all over again, you know? So it's like, it makes me sad.
Oh, okay, that's a lot to like put on me, because like my heart's broken that you lost your mom, but like I'm not your mom. Okay.
Oh, for
like,
sure, you're not.
You're gonna have to separate that, girl, and you're gonna have to hate me or like me because of me, not because of your mom. I don't really know what to say to that, because really,
I know
it's
a
bad
lot
for you. Like that's
don't feel bad. She did it to herself.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of a weird thing, but like, oh, she gone. All right, we'll give her another shot in a bit, dude. I want to talk to her a bit more, because like they'll come up and they'll be so nice. But like, dude, she was talking some shit on Rain today. Like she really was. She was like saying, "Oh, Amberlynn's a liar and this and that," and then like she comes up and like,
I'm gonna be watching that. Yeah, a lot of people will talk about me, and then when they come to my face, like they only can say nice things.
Amber, do you ever spend time to think about how in a few years you'll be dying in a bed and that many people, animals, the entire world would be happier and better off without you?
This next caller is a curveball. Amber goes back to her usual childhood and foster care talking points, but she's met with someone who lived the same reality and took accountability for it. The dynamic changes instantly, and Amber doesn't seem prepared for that.
Hi, I've been watching you for almost 10 years now. Started watching you my freshman year. I've done a lot with my life.
Hold up. Already you said that I've done not a lot with my life. So I'm just curious, how did you grow up? What was your childhood like? Just tell me in a couple sentences. You don't need to go into like grave detail.
Very similar to the way that you did. I didn't have my family. Grew up.
Did you
in
live with your
care? I did eventually. Eventually I did. It was near high school whenever I finally was adopted.
So you were adopted? Were you adopted into like a caring, loving home?
No, no, not at all.
So you're just like, you have a miserable life.
I didn't say that. My life now is very good because I made it good. I saw that my life sucked really bad, and I put a lot of effort into building my own family, having children, doing the exact opposite of what my parents did because
I love that. What I was trying to get at, like, a lot of people, they grow up with privilege or they grow up with no privilege. And some people, like me and my brother is a year and a half younger than me. He is currently on so many drugs and homeless, and it's been that way for years. I'm not homeless. I have a roof over my head. Yes, I'm a fat motherfucking bitch. It's like, that's all they see is I'm just this fat girl. I have made it. I have clothes on my body. I'm able to pay to take my vets to my cats to the vet, my dog, etc.
That's not what I'm saying either, though. I'm not saying just because
Kind
you.
of is, though.
No,
It kind of is.
no. I don't dislike you because of your weight. I dislike you because of the awful, awful things that you've done and documented.
Okay, name one.
The Rain and Petals eavesdrop.
What would you do if I was the one telling the truth?
You never are, though. That's the problem. You're never.
What would you do if I was the one telling the truth?
You never are. And you went back and you said that you used the wrong word.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. No, dude, this is like, we're doing therapy here. This isn't therapy.
Hold up.
This is
leave, bitch. I'm about to leave. This isn't about, like, just berate Amberlynn.
No, it's not, but like, it's, dude.
No, fucking listen.
Nobody hates you because you're fat. They hate you because you can't even answer the question without doing the same Amberlynn cycle of avoiding the questions and completely trying to ignore the question.
Kiss my fucking ass, bro. Bring that bitch back in.
You admitted you lied. That was the whole point of the poem. So did you lie?
If you go back and actually listen word for word, bitch, I literally in there say that I was coerced and I was like literally mid-20s, early 20s when you guys gaslit me so hard. Abby, you're disgusting. The 23-year-old woman coming at me. Imagine if it was you, a victim.
I am a victim of it. I am a victim of it. That's why it's so nasty.
Liar.
So I don't have a track record of lying about every single thing that I've ever done on the internet. That's why people have
believing reaction channels.
That's why you shouldn't lie at all, though.
Everyone tells little white lies. I know you have.
I haven't documented it for all of YouTube to see, and then get upset when people don't believe me.
It makes you better because you haven't documented it? Like, that doesn't make sense.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, though.
Okay.
Everyone lies, then jump to why don't you believe me? I'm wondering how much ALR will talk about Keemstar once this is done. Keem is fully exploiting ALR's mental illness, and it's Keem who wanted these people on here to hate you, remember that, Amber? And Keem won't get any blame.
And here comes the backpedaling. Apparently they want someone who hates Amber, but not too much, because at the end of the day, Amber still needs to feel supported. So they want a hater, just not one who actually challenges her.
So I'm wondering, what do you want from this? I watched yesterday's stream, and it seems like you want people to come in here and be hot and heavy with harsh takes. You know, you don't want people to come on here and be nice and calm.
I think what we're really looking for is somebody that can actually hold their own, stand up to Amberlynn when necessary. But, at the same time, we're in the LCU. And the LCU, sometimes you have to have your co-host back as well. So, I mean, we don't want somebody that, just hates her guts, I don't think. I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm kind of like an op, but I'm kind of not. Amber, I've been watching you for a really long time. Sorry, I'm also getting over COVID right now. I have long COVID symptoms. So if I'm breathing real heavy, that's the reason why. Amber,
also because you're fat. Come on now.
The fact that you are going to give your current partner a second chance tells me a whole lot about your current self-esteem issues. Never in a million years would I ever give a motherfucker a second chance who called me Pocahontas, who said I physically abused them, who came up and spilled all of my tea on Reddit, who started the rumor and said that I left my cat out.
Let's move on.
I'm really sad.
Her and I
are
in a healing era, and we're very happy. People can change, and I love that. So
how are you going to continue to improve while you're here on this show that is obviously f***ing with your mental health? It's really frustrating to see you put on an act, but I know it's killing you, baby girl.
So it's actually not. On my channel, no offense, on my channel, I was dreading lives. I was dreading posting. I hated it.
There.
When I come here, I'm excited. When I turn this off, my mental health is A1. At least my liver is still livering, but Keems ain't because all he does is drink alcohol.
So because things are dragging, and no one's biting, Keem jumps in and admits this came from a text. Roxy gave him the idea to bring up Aunt Tammy. And surprise, they throw up a donation goal that doesn't even come close to hitting.
Amber, Roxy texted me, like the real Roxy, and she had a very good suggestion. 1 minute. A lot of people text me all day long. Bear with me. Perfect idea for Bus. There's lore with Amberlynn's Aunt Tammy, and she wants Tammy on the show. Bad.
Okay, why are you friends with Roxy? Did you see the video she posted today? Let's not even talk about it. We'll talk about it behind the scenes, actually.
Well, I had to work, like me and Roxy don't work together anymore, but like I normally stay friends with even people that don't work here anymore.
But yeah, I'd love for Tammy to get her fucking dumbass up here. Let's go for it.
That would be insane. Oh my god.
Well, let's get her. Can we contact her? Shoot her? Call her. Call her.
I ain't contacting her. Haters, contact her. Go.
No. Call her on speaker right now, Amber.
I'm not. I have her ass blocked. And I ain't unblocking. She's crazy.
What if we hit 100 members? 100 members. Will you call Tammy on speaker?
Come on.
Nope. I can give Scooter the number.
Oh. All right, guys. We need 90 more members for this, dude. Oh god.
And there it is. When the room goes dead and the auditions aren't giving, suddenly it's Aunt Tammy to the rescue. Every single time things stall, we reach for a trauma card to wake the chat back up.
All right, let's try this one. R, you are live on LolCal Bus. What's going on?
Of course you chose Rarity's Revenge.
Wait, that's her name? All right, what's going on? Rarity's Revenge. That is a
I want to start off by saying that your username is extremely disrespectful because Rarity was my baby, I was her mother, and you're going based off of rumors.
Well, actually,
what the fuck is in your nose, bro?
Like a bowl.
I was actually going to start talking to you with a lot of respect.
You look
actually.
stupid as
different topics that I wanted to talk to you about.
Are you going to read it off, or are you going to look at me when you speak to me?
Are you actually reading a script right now?
Oh, I have my notes.
Look at me when you speak to me. You want to talk to me face to face? Let's do it.
So let's talk about how you were so neglectful with your pets that you failed to even give them collars, nor even chip them when you take them to a different state.
So when I first got all of my pets, every single one of them had collars. My cats would literally eat them and tear them off, and I realized it was uncomfortable for them. I didn't know much about microchipping, and unfortunately that was a mistake on my end. But ever since Rarity went missing, which was an accident, so stop, you dumb. Ever since she went missing, all 3 of my pets are now microchipped. Next.
Are your dogs nails clipped?
Yes. If you are a cash cow and you're in the Discord, you see lots of pictures of my baby all the time, and you can see that for yourself. Am I going to show you on a live stream? No, because there's a lot of haters who want that validation, and I think it's funny that I'm not going to listen to them.
So we don't just talk about
Rarity's Revenge. Rarity's Revenge. That's all I need to hear, baby girl. That's all I need to hear to hate you.
So what I want to address, you seem to really hate women. My example for this is actually your best-selling New York Times best-selling novel Scotty. So in that book you say
Uno, can I say something really quick about that?
You're gonna say that you were 17 when you wrote it, which isn't true, because actually you bring up Nina Becky, which was their name at the time.
Can I clarify
and you
that?
also bring up Crystal, and you spell it
Let me speak. Okay, when I was putting it on Wattpad, I had names of people who were in my life at the age of 17 that I did no longer speak to, didn't want. I was putting that story on Wattpad for a specific person, and I figured let's take the names out and use names of people that I know currently, because I thought she would get a kick out of it. And guess what? She did. I wrote that shit when I was 17 years old. You're not here to talk shit about my current partner. Thank you. If you have something you want to say, make it about me. Why do you think I hate women? I'm such a girl's girl, you wouldn't even know. I be complimenting women so much, they be thinking it's harassment. Are you joking? That's the thing about the LCU. We ain't scared of nobody or nothing.
Another thing you haven't addressed is your mess.
I would love to tear you to pieces every single day. It would make me so happy. Ooh, I'd go to bed the happiest girl you've ever known. Oh, you know you want me.
Love you, Amberlynn. You're the queen of the Loco universe. Pink heart emoji, bald man emoji.
Don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever forget it.
Do you have a crush on my girlfriend? Because you can't stop talking about her.
I like women that look like women. You just won't address anything with her.
Because she's my girlfriend and I love her and I hope to marry her one day. Are you married?
No, I'm not.
So you're single? Yeah, I mean, I want to marry that.
Yeah. She mentioned that you did the whole rag thing, and she put like bleach next to it because you left like shit stains. I mean, you want to address that?
Do you want to come wipe my ass for me? Why do you care about my hygiene habits?
You have really changed my life, because thanks to you, I've lost over 60 pounds. You are not just the poster child for what not to do, you are the billboard babes. I would get so pissed off that you would change your diet before the first DoorDash driver could get there. And I was like, how hard is it to make it 4 hours, bro?
I can't even make it an hour half the time. Like, I'm telling you, food is just too good, okay?
I mean, it is good, but if you really love food, you should think about chewing. Right. Somebody said you looked like a rabbit yesterday.
Yeah.
But like I was sitting there thinking, I was like, not really rabbit. Do you remember that cartoon Kim Possible? There was a naked mole rat on it.
I'm
fitting image.
Can you explain to me and the audience what is it about Tommy that you feel like is so special? Because every girlfriend you get in a relationship with, you say the same thing. Oh, this is the most perfect love. This is the most perfect relationship I've ever been in. Is it just because that she likes your body?
No. And I do say that because I think it's the BPD. All of us, when we get into a relationship, they become the best thing we've ever known in our life, you know? No, like she's super supportive. She feels like home, like a safe space. She's caring. Like she's a great just person in general. She's so hardworking and she cares about other people. No offense to my exes, but it's just like they always gave me like just a bad vibe when it came to like other people, but like she genuinely cares about other people. And I always ask her, Emily, you're taking care of everyone else. You always forget to take care of yourself.
And then it's Farmer Papa and it's a woman. All right, what's going on, Farmer Papa?
I'm a farmer.
You're a farmer?
Yeah. You're a scooter rider for Amberlynn Reid and for Sweet Tea. You are a scooter rider for ALR.
What's a scooter rider? What does that mean?
It means like you're on the wagon, you know, like Amberlynn Reid, I don't care that you don't wipe, but do you rinse yourself?
Time out.
There's no
I
time
am
out.
clean and pristine. I might be fat, but I'm over here smelling like roses, baby girl. I wipe, okay?
I hope it's not the perfume, you know, I hope it's not rose perfume, and sweat doesn't count as rinsing. I hope you rinse though. That's
right.
That is my question.
You probably smell like your farm. I take a shower. Why is it always fat phobia around here?
Okay, this guy has a turtle profile picture. I f with that. What's up, G? You're live on LolCal
Not
Bus.
back?
What? I know what you're saying. Turtle emotes in the chat, guys. Turtle emotes in the chat.
That's it for tonight. Auditions, fake outrage, selective accountability, pick your favorite. I'll catch you in the next one, Gorals.